Sanibonani Dumelang Senchal. I am Judicious Masugu and welcome to Navigating the Streets of Life with Judy. Today I am not alone. I am with one of our own. She is a family member. She is the Navigators family. And I am happy to introduce her. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good on you.
I'm good, thank you. I am not convinced that you are good.
Why?
No, you are like,
Why do you think
ah,
I'm
I'm
not
getting
good
you.
though?
I'm getting
No,
you.
you know what? It's delayed on my side. So when you say something, then I have to wait, and then I can hear you.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm so sorry
Mhm.
about
Yeah,
that. Hopefully, as time goes, it's gonna be like we're gonna be in sync.
yeah. Hopefully, I hope.
Okay.
Yo, hi everyone. But where do I start to introduce myself? Okay, so I'm Nnini. I'm 36. I'm from Soweto, Orlando West. I moved, I think, to Colombia almost 3 months ago. So yeah, I'm experiencing a culture shock daily, but we navigate nonetheless.
We navigate nonetheless. We cannot wait to hear all about that. As you can hear, you guys, her name is Nnini, and she's part of us. She's currently based in Colombia, and that's what we are going to talk about, the opportunities in Colombia. First of all, how did you know about the this opportunity? Because Colombia is not like a popular destination.
Okay, so yes, no, I can hear you, though it's static, ne? Okay, so the reason why Colombia, okay, so I was doing my final year last year. Um, and then I was like, you know what? Currently, what's my plan? So around June, July, I started looking into what I need to do the following year. So I went online, joined groups, and I realized that a lot of people were complaining about different things in different places, and that I think currently there's people that are feeling China or Taiwan or whatever the reason actually is not living up to what it was before COVID. So I was like, you know what, let me see what's out there. And then I started checking other countries, ESL countries. And then I had an option to go between Poland and Colombia. So because I don't like the cold that much, Poland was eliminated based simply on that. So that's how I ended up coming to Colombia.
Oh, okay, all right. Interesting. Interesting. Because I know for most people or for most of us, the first option would be China. That's the popular destination. Second one would be maybe Taiwan, maybe the Middle East. We never think about those countries that side. And also, like, I've never considered Poland. I know when I was teaching, when I was still teaching online, I had a lot of Polish students, but I've never considered going to teach that side. So it is
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And I feel like, God place people strategically so that we can expand, like we can get
Hey.
knowledge and all that.
Yeah, I think so too. But it takes a lot to start the food track because if there's no information about anything that you want to do, it really needs you to put your feet in and decide, well, you know what, this is what I want to do. And in order for me to get it, I must put in the work. So, yeah.
Aren't you proud of yourself though?
I am. I am that I actually took this leap of faith because, and honestly speaking, it was a leap of faith because I didn't know as much as I would have loved when I left South Africa. But I am proud that, hey, I'm surviving. I'm still in one piece. So, one step at a time. Eventually, I'll have information like you're asking now, what we're going to be sharing today, to give to other people about the South America.
Yes, yes. And I am happy I connected with you, okay? So yeah, let's start, man. Like let's start first thing first. If you want to teach like in the South of America, what are the requirements?
Okay, I think it depends, ne, mostly on what kind of educational institution you want to go to. So, for example,
Okay.
I'm in a language academy. So, with the language academy, you
Okay.
only need a TEFL certificate. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Okay. All right. So you only need a TEFL certificate, and then if you want to teach at a local school or an international school, then that's when the degrees come in. But the minimum is just your language proficiency, which is English, and then your TEFL certificate for an academy.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Because I got
Wow!
this
I
job
am
even
so
before I graduated.
you got the job before you graduated.
Yeah, before I even finished my degree, I was on my way.
Wow, that's so
Yeah.
fantastic because I have like a lot of people. Some of them are qualified in their respective fields. Some of them they are
Mm-hmm.
not qualified, but they do have a TEFL certificate, and they are like Judy beside Cambodia because it seems like everyone wants to go to Cambodia, and now the supply is a lot. You know, I didn't know that there are other countries that still hire teachers without like a teaching qualification.
Yeah, I think most of the countries in Southern America actually they don't require um, a degree. So the only one that I know is I think Brazil. When I was applying, they wanted a degree, but the other ones they just need you to know how to speak English because most of the people here just speak only one language, which is Spanish. So they need people to come in and help the people to become fluent more than anything.
Yes.
So if you don't have a degree but have an idea of how to teach and follow what they tell you to do, then you're sorted.
Oh, okay. All right. Marvelous. Now, I know that you have mentioned that there are different types of schools. You are currently teaching at a language center. And can you please give us like an overview of
Hmm.
salaries, what people can expect? Obviously, I know that it's going to depend on hours, on the type of school, but an overview of salary expectation. Maybe if you have some information about those who are teaching in public school, international school, and as well as language centers.
Okay. So in language centers, it starts from so as little as 1.5 million pesos, which is around 7.2 to 7.5. And then, okay, so for international schools, what I know, or from the little that I know, is you can get, I think, up to or maybe around 4 million pesos. Okay, so that one I did not convert as to how much it is, but it was around 4 million pesos when you teach it at international schools. But they also have benefits that come with that 4 million. So that 4 million is simply yours.
Oh, okay. So you are provided accommodation, insurance, and other things.
Okay, so for me, because I'm at an academy, the only thing that I was provided with was medical insurance. Everything else is on me. And then the guy that I spoke to that was teaching at an international school, so he got his salary, he got um, housing, transport,
Mm-hmm.
and money for food. So everything else was covered. Utilities, when it comes to housing, that was also covered. Wi-Fi, that was covered. So when the money comes into your account, it's yours to do as you wish.
Oh, okay. So now, you said
But
again,
one
what's
thing
the
about that
conversion?
guy is that he is a teacher, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So now let first I want to know the conversion rate. So you said 1 rand is equals to how many pesos? Or 1 pesos
Um,
is to
okay, wait, let me check
is
for you.
equals to.
Yeah, let me double check that for you as to one is to how much. Okay.
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 So do you get paid in language centers? Do you get paid per
Okay,
hour,
one
or
rand
is
is
it a
equals
stat?
to 200.
1 rand is equals to 200 pesos. Yeah, it's like Vietnam
Yes.
currency. Everyone is a millionaire there.
Mm-hmm, yes. Yes, we are millionaires
Everyone
here,
is a
but
millionaire. If
in
you
South
have never
Africa,
touched
I
a million,
okay.
if you've never
Ask us,
touched
we
a
know how
million,
it
right?
feels.
Visit Nnini or go to Vietnam. You will know how it feels to have a million.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. So now, with the language centers like contract, are they paying teachers as per
Mm-hmm.
hour, or is it a standard salary?
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna speak for my side because I don't know about other
Okay.
language centers, but where I am, we
Yes.
get paid um standard. So we have your basic for the whole month, and then they give
Okay.
you money for food on top of that.
Oh, so you have a basic salary, and then you have money for food. The food, the
Yes.
the food allowance that they are giving you, is it for groceries, or is it just for lunch and breakfast?
No, they just give you, you can do what you want with it. So it's not to say you can eat only at school or you can only buy at a certain place. They just put it into your account and then you can buy food anyway.
Oh, okay, all right. I hear you. And what is like salary versus spending? Are you coping? Is it enough? Like, what's the cost of
Mm,
living there?
okay. Because I convert everything. I feel like Colombia is expensive, ne? But
Okay.
salary versus cost of living, it's
Mhm.
affordable. Like I can afford
Okay.
and I'm able to also send money home and also pay my dikoloto. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
so I think I'm surviving with whatever I'm getting and I'm able to also support people back home.
Oh, okay, all right. So it is
But it also
manageable,
depends on
especially.
the type of lifestyle that you lead. So if you're a person that likes nightlife or the nice things in life, then maybe it might not be enough for you to do everything.
Oh, okay, all right. So now, how do like teachers basically balance their life, their work-life balance? What's there to do when you are not at work?
Right? Okay, so for me, because I'm a loner, I don't know a lot that you could do besides
Okay.
sightseeing,
Uh-huh.
experiencing different places in Colombia. But
Yes.
besides that, I think people here, well, one thing about a public school is they have shifts. So you can have a morning shift as a teacher or the afternoon shift, or you can have a full
Okay.
day. So it depends on you. Yeah. So if you decide, hey, maybe I want to work morning shift, then you have the afternoon to do whatever else that you want to do, or vice versa. Yeah, so I think it's really up to you what you want to do with your time. But besides that, there's nice places to go and see. I'm not sure about the nightlife. I'm honestly not sure about that. But when I walk around the area, you could see like maybe I think would call them a dive bar, like small places in G just for the locals where they go and gather and have a good time. But yeah, that's what I know so far.
Oh, okay. You know, as you're speaking, I feel like I have a picture of Vietnam because they have the same like setting. Like for public school, there are shifts. You can opt for a
Hmm.
morning shift day or afternoon, or you can have the whole day depending on your availability. And also, they also have those small like bars and coffee shops, and you know.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes,
So they
coffee. Oh, mm-hmm.
Is it an in
Coffee.
thing? Is like the thing coffee there?
Like people get surprised when they ask me, "Do you want coffee?" And I say, "No, I don't like coffee." It's like I don't know, like it's shocking to them when I say I don't like coffee.
Are you not a coffee person at all?
Yeah, I think Frisco. Is it Frisco? Yeah, I think Frisco
Oh, okay.
is my type of
You want
coffee
like
if I'm
Frisco, you want
drinking
the
coffee.
coffee.
Not this one.
Okay, that one is
Yeah.
too strong, ne?
Yes, and they drink it black with no sugar and oh,
Yes.
so
Yes.
not for me. And it's very strong, because it's obviously the coffee region in Colombia. So coffee is their
Yeah.
first language. Kahle, kahle. Mhm.
Oh, okay, all right. And then do they have like church? And what kind of church? Sorry, what kind of churches do they have?
Yes, 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 a lot, a lot. So people in Colombia are very Christian, um,
Mm-hmm.
Catholic Christians mostly.
Okay.
Let's say maybe
Okay.
98%. So I think the rest
Sorry about
is
that.
like other Christian.
A denomination.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, I think it must be the network here too. Okay, so it's mostly Christians. So if you practice any other form or side of Christianity, it's not as in your face like your Roman Catholics.
Okay. All right. Okay. I hear you. Now let's go
Yeah.
back to like the benefits. So you were saying it depends whether you are at a public school, at a private school, or international school. But the common
Hmm.
contract that they issue, what benefits you mentioned that there's a basic salary, there's like food allowance, and also they do contribute for your medical insurance, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the rest is on you, like transportation, accommodation. You don't get accommodation allowance, you don't get accommodation, everything else is on you.
Okay. So let me go back a bit now. So like I said,
Okay.
it depends on the type of school and what
Mm-hmm.
they offer. So you can have
Okay.
places where the only thing they contribute to is medical insurance. And there's places where they'll give you flights, they'll give you accommodation, they'll give you transportation, food allowance, and um, I don't know, like day trips and all those things, depending. And then some will fetch you from home, take you to school. So it depends on the type of contract that you find yourself with. So it's not all standard. They don't
Oh,
have a standard contract to say this is what you get when you come to Colombia.
okay, all right, I get it. So but in general now, like what is the work schedule like? How does it look like? How many hours are you at school? And for how many days a week? And yeah, how long are the contracts, generally speaking?
Hmm. Okay, so the contract is 1 year, and
Okay.
then the shift. So the work schedule, there's where I am, it's there's three schedules. So you have a 6 a.m. until
Mhm.
1:40. You have a 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Then you have 1:40 until 7. That's an academy that I'm at. And then in public schools, you have two shifts, which is in the morning, so like 7:30 until 12:30. If you're in primary, if you're in high school, it's 7:30 until 1:30. And then obviously from 1:30, I think until 4 for the late shift.
Oh, okay, all right. So like each shift is basically like less than 8 hours.
Yeah. So it's less than 8 hours so that you don't get lunch. So the other hour would be lunch. If they were to add another hour, you would get lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Oh,
with the
okay, all
public
right.
school, they just get a snack time, so it's not really like maybe 15 minutes just to get a snack.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, are there like regulated agencies that people may look out for? Or like, what agency did you use? Did you apply directly to school or did you use the services of an agency?
Mm.
Like, how did you apply? Did you use like teacher application
Okay,
websites? Yes.
all right. So when I was doing my research, I came across TEFL something, and then I applied. So they give you a list of countries that have ESL positions, and then you send your CV depending on what your qualifications require or what qualifications are required from you. And then when you send that, and then the person that is the recruiter will tell you what are the requirements, or they'll tell you to introduction video, send us all the documents, and then once they have everything, then they send it to the schools, and then the school will then take over from there and then connect with you directly.
Oh, okay, all right. Is it a paid service or is a free service? The agency,
No, it's
the
free.
TEFL.
It's free. I think it's
You don't
tefl.org.
have.
I think.
It's TEFL.org.
Org. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not
Yeah.
one of those institutions where they require you to first do a TEFL certificate with them before they can place you
No.
in schools. Oh, okay, all
No.
right. Tefl.org. I will check it out and then I'll also include it in the description box so that you guys can be able to visit that website and see what you can find for yourself. Okay. So now another thing that I wanted to touch on, like I know
Mm-hmm.
every country, when you are moving, you're relocating to a new country, there are some challenges. Some challenges start from back at home when you are still preparing for the journey. And some of them you
Mm-hmm.
encounter when you are there, especially the first few months, and thinking that
Yeah.
this is your first country, like working, like as an adult, working abroad. What were some of the
Yeah.
challenges that uh, you came across?
Okay. Yo, I've been struggling with quite a few things. Okay, so for initially, ne, because you need to pay
Yes.
for your own flight. Flight to South
Okay.
America, expensive,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
then when you get here, because they don't provide accommodation, you need to have you
Yes.
need to book like an accommodation, whether it's via bookings or if it's Airbnb for a certain period of time until you find a place to stay. Now the problem comes in where you don't know how long it's going to take you to get accommodation. So if you
Yeah.
well, they advise you to have it for like 2 weeks, the Airbnb or any booking that you have, and then start looking for places. But when you get here, the struggle is most people don't want to hire out their places, rent to foreigners. So you need to find somebody that is from here that is willing to go with you and speak to the owner on your behalf. So that's the
Okay.
problem. And another thing, some would want like maybe 3 months bank statement to prove that you've been working for that long and you just arrived, you don't even have an income yet. So that's the other problem that I encountered.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. So taking money or well, sending money back home is also another thing. Most banks, I realized, don't accept money from South America. Oh, no, no, let me not be general, but in from Colombia, because I tried FNB, it was declined. I tried Discovery, it was declined. But I also think that here in Colombia, they don't want their money going out of the country as well. So it's both
oh,
continents that have a problem with that. So you need to find clever ways to work around. sending money home. So that was a struggle for me. But yeah, because we don't let things win, I found a way to
Yeah.
get money back home. Even though the frustration during that period of trying to find ways to get it home was just too much.
I can imagine. I can imagine. So they don't have like services such as like Western Union, where you can go
No,
and send money like anywhere. Anyway.
you can, but now the problem with Western Union, I'm gonna send my money home to who? My mother. She needs to look after my
Yes.
baby. So the problem of having her go and look for Western Union, I checked the only places that have Western Union. I think it was Bloemfontein and Northern Cape. So I'm not sure what happened to Western Union. The one that we have that was closed, it's closed now. So that's the other issue. Like, what way can I send it to somebody else without having to inconvenience them at the same time? So that was the problem with Western Union
Oh,
for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I know that Western Union was in partnership with ABSA. So there are other Western Union
Mm-hmm.
branches inside ABSA.
ABSA, yes. So with ABSA,
Uh,
you need to have an account with ABSA in order to get
oh.
that money. So it's just a lot of things. So I don't know. But I found a way. So I use Wise. So I take money from my account here to Wise and then from Wise to South Africa, even though it's a bit more expensive than if I was just to direct transfer the money from here to South Africa. But yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. At least, like, I'm so relieved that at least now, finally, you found a way to send money home because I know how
Yo,
frustrating that can be. I have
yo,
been here.
yo.
So, here in Saudi Arabia, if you don't have an ikama, you can't do anything. You can't open a bank account. You can't send money. You can't do anything. For the first 2 months, like full 2 months, I was so frustrated because I couldn't send money
Mm-hmm.
home, so I can imagine what you
Yeah.
were going through. And you mentioned that you have to sort yourself in terms of like flight, accommodation for the first 2 weeks or a month. And obviously navigating that, in order for you to find accommodation you need to have a local. Don't they assist you, like the school, don't they give you like a representative to say, okay, this person is going to help you like settle down? Obviously all the costs are going to be in you, but here is a person, here is a local who will help you navigate uh your transition. Don't they have services or structures in place, structures like that in place?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, but the people that I arrived with the same time, some had assistance. As for me, I did not. So what I did was when I got to the place, I asked the people that work there to ask if they know anything, right? So, um, luckily, honestly, I had a place when I got there, but it was expensive because I needed to furnish the whole place and I needed to put out the deposits and everything. That would have not been impossible for me to do. So that one was like, no, I'll look for something else. And then luckily one of the admissions people that work at the academy said, no, there's a room where I stay. You can come. So it's a house. You share the amenities like your kitchen, fridge, and all those things, and then you have your own room where you can do whatever you want. But you need to then wait for me to be able to have the time to go and speak to the people that are responsible for that place. So luckily, she was patient enough to do that for me, and then I got the place in time before I
Oh,
had to move out of the Airbnb that I rented when I got here.
oh, okay, all right. Ah, it's tough. It's tough. Do you get reimbursed for
Yeah.
all this?
Ooh, hello.
Hi.
Mm,
Strangely enough, I can hear you like
hear
properly.
you.
I can see you properly. Like on my side, everything is okay. Nnini? Okay, I think we have a connection problem. So I will have to. Let me take you out and then invite you again, okay? Let's see. Let's add Nnini on stage again. Nnini? Hello? Hi. Okay. Let me try and find her on this phone. My apologies for that, you guys. Niyazi Musnani, ama technical problems. Sidibene nawo ke now. Let me see if I can find her on this phone. And then okay. Welcome
Hi.
back. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know. I
Oh,
think
okay.
there's very bad weather outside, so the network is gonna be a problem. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. No worries. Okay, you hear me? Yeah, there's a delayed
Yes,
delivery
can you hear
still,
me?
but
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
I I can hear you properly. I can see you properly. Everything on my side is perfect.
Yeah, no, I think I'm the one that has a problem because you are frozen. I can only hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I think now we have covered most of
Not again.
we have covered most of the things. Okay, can you hear me now? Oh my goodness. Technology, what are you doing to us? What are you doing to us, Tech? Hopefully she will join again because I'm trying to contact her. On this phone, you guys, I have like GP. We are buffering. Okay, it's fine. I will have to conclude, you guys. If we are able to come back, then we will come back. But the other two questions that I wanted to ask were if there is a community of experts and what advice she has for someone looking forward to come and teach that side. So I will see if we are able to come back again. But if we are not, then we will have to respond to you on the comment section. I hope Nnini is going to be on the comment section, and then we will respond to the question again. This is the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do look out for part 2. Part 2 is going to be a WhatsApp conversation. I am only showing myself, but you can still hear Nnini. Thank you.